I'm Nathalie Moellhausen and I've been the art director of the 3D fencing show. This show has been presented for the 100th anniversary gala of the International Fencing Federation. I would like to tell you the story that has been conceived behind this show and guide you into the journey of this futuristic fencing match. First of all, the show has been realized with the technology called mapping, which is a contemporary projection technology with the aim to create a more powerful and spectacular fencing show. The show tells the story of a hero who is a fencer and his initiatory journey through 5 different levels of fight. These 5 levels are related to the 4 elements of the nature: the earth, the air, the water and the fire, and the 5th element, which is called ether, and it is considered the perfect and the pure dimension. A virtual opponent becomes the guide of our hero, and he invites him to fight in a virtual dimension where the hero will have to learn about himself, fighting against an unknown opponent. The mission of our hero will be to discover the identity of his opponent, and the only way is if he manages to win the match. But in this virtual world, the rules are different from the usual one, and the hero will have to learn quickly how to play and get the points in order to win. The fight is divided in 5 matches of 3 touches. The best at 5 will be the winner.
As for a special mapping effect, our hero joined the virtual world. The first match takes place in the earth.
Messieurs, êtes-vous prêts?
Earthquakes and stones distract the hero and the opponent takes advantage, winning 3-0. The 2 fencers directly move into the 2nd level of the air. Powerful currents of air destabilize the hero and arrest his movements, preventing him to stare on the fencing piste. The opponent still dominates the score 1-0. A double touch brings the score to 2-1, but the last point is still for the opponent, who wins the 2nd match. The next level is the water. Here the hero is forced to win for re-entering in the game. He simply can't lose the match. He feels the pressure, but he used the water as a helpful tool to catch the opponent's mistakes. Now the match becomes more balanced. The hero keeps the score until they are 2-2 equal. The 3rd and last point is crucial, and the hero managed to touch the opponent, winning his first match. His challenge is again in game, and the hero will have one chance if he wins the fire level. Here the hero is not worried anymore. He's self-confident. He dominates 2-0. Suddenly, some unexpected meteors cross the piste, and the opponent takes advantage, equalizing the score again. But the hero is not worried anymore. He learned how to wait the right moment, and when a huge meteor crossed the piste, the hero waits for the opponent's attack. The piste breaks and the opponent can't move anymore. The hero touches his foot in a sort of ironic attitude. The score is back to equal, and the 2 fencers have to play the match point for the victory. The 2 fencers find themselves in an unknown dimension where there is nothing around beside the 2 of them. This is the ether level, where the one who will be able to generate the perfect touch will be the winner. No more external obstacles, only the power of their mind will determine their actions. Simultaneously, the two fencers decide to go for the flash touch. But the light is only green, and the hero is the winner.
In this fifth level, the hero will be finally able to discover the identity of his opponent. And he turns out to have been fighting against himself. The two fencers were the same person. No opponent, just him in front of himself.
This sentence comes from the famous book of the great Japanese master Miyamoto Musashi, The Five Rings. The book is divided in 5 chapters where each one has the name of one of the elements that made up the world according to the author's opinion. Each element represents a different aspect of the strategy, and it is assumed that the warrior who is able to perfectly master the 5 elements becomes an invincible warrior.
Of course, it is a sort of autobiographic show. I am a fencer, and I wanted to show the point of view of a fencer. Technology, strategy, and philosophy are being the guidelines that drove me into the creation of this show. Technology, because thanks to mapping technology, I was able to emphasize the spectacular side of fencing. Strategy, because I've been working in the conception of a new score system inspired to the tennis score system. And then philosophy, because it was a reminder to everybody that a fencer, as any other athlete, is someone who has his initiatory journey and where he has to learn about himself, fight sometimes against himself, even before to fight against his opponent, and he has to learn a lot, to work hard in order to achieve his mission to become one day a champion.
Of course, I would like to thank the contribution on the realization of this scenario brought by my choreographer François Rostand and his great performer Roman Canon and Jean-Adrien Espias, as well as Alex Fernandez, who has been the mapping art director, Chu Ro, who has been the costume designer, Gérard Six, my cultural advisor, Villa Genie for lights and setting, and of course I would like to thank the International Fencing Federation for the support of this production.